Captain Hoff here with Founder Space, and today I want to talk about finding the right fit for your business with investors. Now, investors have certain models in their head that they're looking to invest in, and you need to figure out those models because if you put your business into another model that it isn't aligned with what they see as promising investments, you will have an extremely hard time getting funded. So I want to give you an example of a startup that I recently worked with and how we positioned them to raise money. They had been around for a couple years, extremely smart engineers working on a very hard problem that few people know how to solve. And they had their whole business set up as a licensing business. They were going to take their technology and actually license it out to third parties. And they had a piece of hardware that they would send the person, and the person would have to install it and set up their own machines and then pay them. And, you know, it was a cumbersome process. And they had been at this 2 years. They had made some money, good amount of money, several $100,000, but not a lot, right? And then investors, they had been going out to investors trying to raise money for their company, but they hadn't been getting traction. Investors were like, I don't know, this doesn't really make sense to me. I don't see how you can scale. So they were having a hard time. When I met them and heard their pitch, I thought, wow, that is an amazing product and an amazing team. And they're solving a problem that is imminent, that is really going to impact their industry. But I looked at their model and like licensing, venture capitalists hate licensing. They don't want to see you licensing out your technology. They feel like you're going to get squeezed on the margins. It's hard, there's a lot of support and all the logistics involved. And it's just very hard to grow and scale that business into a multi-billion-dollar company. So they shy away instantly when they see that model. A lot of times they don't delve further. They're just like, it doesn't work for us. We're not going for it. So that was the barrier they were hitting, and they didn't even know that they were hitting this barrier, that's what was keeping them from getting funded. But because I talk to investors all the time and work with so many startups and see these issues, I instantly spotted it. So I was like, come, we should work together. Come with me. We will sit down and we'll redo your business plan as a SaaS model. Software as a service. There'll be no licensing. You'll handle everything. You won't send the hardware to them. You'll host the hardware. You'll host everything. You'll make it a model. You'll have your API. It will be as simple as coming to your website, and your different corporate partners will use your service. And then you'll charge them a premium and they'll get all the benefits of your technology. So we did this. We reworked the whole plan. We only spent like 3 days working on their plan, redoing their deck, everything else. And then they went back out to raise money. And lo and behold, within 3 weeks, the company had closed $3 million in funding. It just happened instantly. It was like before we could even get them to like all of the investors that I know, they had already closed the funding. And the trick was they had everything right, but they didn't know how to position their company in just the right way for investors. So that's something you need to consider. You need to get people on who really understand the industry, who really know venture capital to help you in crafting your investor deck in your pitch to investors. Good luck.